All right. Good evening, everyone. It's May 12th, Wednesday. Live stream with me. Live chat. I can only see your... That's weird. I can only see your comments on the YouTube thing, but not in my studio. That's really weird. Live chat is on. Oh, well. I'll have to look over here. I don't like that. Anyway, how's everyone doing tonight? Can you hear me okay? Everything good? Maybe I'll just bring this over here. Look at that way. All right, so Wednesday Lives. We've been doing this for what? Over a year now. Freaking like almost a year and a half. Almost every Wednesday we've been doing a live stream. And I gotta admit, I don't know what to talk about tonight, so I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. I mean, I could talk about the normal, what I usually talk about, which is I uploaded a video yesterday. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's just a quick little Trader Joe's haul that I did, and I try one of the products that I buy. You know, easy video. Unfortunately, Trader Joe's doesn't allow me to film inside, which, you know, I don't know why. As long as I'm not filming people and I'm only filming a product, I don't see any reason not to. But yeah, that's what they don't let you do that. And they also follow me around, and I don't like that. So Trader Joe's. Why do I go there? Anyway, let's see what everyone's doing tonight. As I said, it's getting warmer out. I mowed part of my lawn today. The grass is like that tall, so I needed to go and at least do the front yard so the neighbors didn't think I was one of those people that didn't want to mow my lawn. But the reason why I haven't mowed it is because, well, A, it's been kind of cold. I don't like to mow the lawn when it's cold out. But it's also been raining like almost every night, and my backyard is like a swamp, so at least I can get away with mowing the front yard. I still haven't been able to mow the backyard. I need probably 3 or 4 good hot days where it doesn't rain at all, and then I'll be good to mow the backyard. If you looked at my Instagram on the Vegan Zombie today, I was mowing and I ran right over a nest of baby rabbits. Now I didn't kill them. They didn't get hurt. The mower was high enough off the ground where I just looked down and I saw, I don't even know how I saw them, but I looked down and I saw like furry stuff, like, which happened to be the nest. And I was like, what is in my grass? You know, and I looked down. Go check out the video. You can see little baby bunnies there. So I put a stake in the ground next to them so I know where they are, and hopefully the mother comes back and takes care of them. Baby bunnies. Be careful when you're mowing. Let's see. Yeah. There's so many rabbits in my neighborhood. I've seen a lot of things in this neighborhood. It's a residential neighborhood. It's in between major roads by a throughway. I got a Wegmans over there, but in all the years that I've lived here, I think when I first bought the house, I saw a skunk. It might have been a rabbit skunk because it was in the middle of the daytime. I did a little video on it. I never posted it. This is 10 years ago. Walking kind of weird. So I did. So there have been skunks. Actually, Indy got sprayed by a skunk years ago. So I'm very careful when I go out. Open doors really loud when I take the dogs out at nighttime, stuff like that. But I've seen raccoons once, and that was when I was driving through the neighborhood. I've never seen them in my yard. We got a lot of squirrels, a ton of bunnies. I saw a fox. I saw some foxes here, but the one thing that I saw that I didn't want to see was I was going for a walk with the dogs at night. It was a Sunday night because that's garbage night, and I see a bear run across the street, and I'm like, I've never seen a bear in my neighborhood. Where does this bear come from? So, yeah, that'd probably be the most exciting thing I saw here. And then I saw something, I don't know, it was something paranormal one time. I don't know what it was. It was huge. And then I turned my car around and I put the lights on and it was running through a yard and I couldn't find it. It was, I don't know, it scared me because it was like, it wasn't a deer, but it was as big as one and it looked like a huge dog. But then again, I don't know. I went after it. I was like, oh my God, I got to get this on video. What is this? And it disappeared in the neighborhood. So I'm talking. See, I have nothing really to talk about. I'm talking about my neighborhood. So you guys have to ask questions or else this is going to be a very short live tonight. I'm thinking we're going to do movie night tomorrow night. We'll probably start around 7. And we'll just do a surprise. I'm going to do an 80s movie. So if you like 80s movies, maybe sci-fi-ish, that's what I'm picking. The only downside to that is if you already saw it and you don't want to see it, you're going to be like, oh, man. But that's what we're doing. You see deers? I saw some deer a couple nights ago. I went up by the windmills. I posted a picture of it, and two really big white-tailed deer were running away. Actually, I got a picture already to post on my Insta account over on my personal one. If you guys want to follow me over there, Zombie Gate, you can see what I'm talking about because I like to post landscape, scenery, things, sky pictures, stuff like that. Do I have my camera with me all the time? Well, if I don't have my camera that I'm looking at you guys in right now with me, I always have my phone, and that's just a swipe away from taking video. So I always have that with me, and I'm always ready to and when things like that happen, it's usually that camera that I have. Can I tell you more about when I started the channel? Like, what in particular do you want to know? Because we did a video, me and John did a video on that a couple of days. I know we probably got cut short a little bit because he had to leave, but if there's anything I didn't answer, yeah, sure. If you guys want to ask me some specific questions, I'll be glad to answer. You went down the rabbit hole watching my old videos. How did I get permission to film in the theater and the church and those places? Well, the theater, old theater, my friend who puts on the horror conventions, he worked there and he let us in and we did that whole thing there. That was a really fun day. That was probably one of the best times I had filming. If you guys want to look for that on your own, it's the French Toast video. And we probably did it maybe 10 years. That was amazing. Like, I had a lot of fun. We had extras come in to be made up as zombies. We had makeup artists. I had an assistant director, putting everybody in place, getting ready for me to direct them. It was a really fun time because it was all horror related. And we ended up with the video that I made. It was about 9 minutes or so. We did some really good, actually to date, I did probably my best visual effects there with the cinder block on the head. We smashed that down on my friend's head. We didn't actually really do that. It was actually watermelon, and we smashed the watermelon and the watermelon went everywhere, and it looked like brains. So yeah, we did a lot of zombie stuff there. We actually got to play the final product on the big screen during the Horror Fest. So the Horror Fest is, well, before the pandemic, they would do it every year, this Horror Fest here in Syracuse, and people would come from all over the place, and this theater would be filled with people, and they would play horror movies all day long, like literally from early morning, like probably 10 or 11 in the morning, all the way until like 2 or 3 in the morning. People I love movies, but I don't think I can sit that long for movies all day like that. But I had a merch table outside with vegan zombie stuff, selling T-shirts, and I made a special shirt for that day that I only made a certain amount of them, and I might still have it. I think John might have one. I'm not sure, but we played Shockwaves, Hobo with a Shotgun, and a couple other movies. But anyway, my video was up on the big screen, so I could see, and it was really cool seeing my YouTube video on the big screen like that. And then I did a couple videos there. I did one with Indian potato tofu curry dish that I did, and I filmed that myself pretty much. My friend said, yeah, go ahead, use it. So I just set the camera up in different angles, and then I would like slowly walk down like a creepy hallway of, the upstairs of the building with the movie theater, because they had like a whole kitchen up there. And that was fun. What else was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was really good time. And I only did a few videos like that where we had a huge production because, as you know, as you can imagine, it cost me money to do that. So here I am spending all this money to pay people to help, to pay for food, to pay for all this production. And like, this is before I was even doing Vegan Zombie full time. So I literally like would just put all my own money from my job into these production pieces and then put them up on YouTube. And I'm really happy with how they came out. And I had a good time doing it. And I haven't done a video like that in a very long time, which makes me sad because those were my favorite videos to make. Yes. Mike Lightyear, have I been motivated to make videos lately? Yes. Not so much the videos that I've been making, but I really want to make a video like the one I was just talking about. Like, even if it's, semi zombie-esque. Yeah, like if I could get some friends together and do something creative like that, that would be nice. It just always turns me off, like when I would put a lot of work into these, like later on. At the beginning they were fine, but later on I would put all this time into making one of these, and like literally nobody would watch them. They would get like the very least amount of views of any of my videos, and that kind of turned me off of putting all this time and effort into making those, since I do this for a living. So I had to come up with other stuff, so. I do a lot of the stuff for you guys. I do stuff. Sometimes I do stuff that I don't even really like doing, but I don't know. Ari, I sent your shirts out yesterday, so you have some shirts coming your way, some hoodies. I'm probably not working on the movie in the summer. It's probably going to be, well, it might be late summer, but it's probably more likely going to be early fall when I start working on the movie. I didn't kill my friend. I didn't kill my friend. Somebody's going to take that clip out of context. Oh, we're all the way back to the watermelon. Wow, maybe we're really behind here. Yeah, the poor watermelon. It was a prop. Poor watermelon. I did eat a few pieces of it after we did that. How did I get so many extras to be in the video? We posted on Facebook. We posted on Facebook, and my friend posted. My friend is like really big in the Syracuse community. He posted in Facebook saying we're looking for people to be zombies. He works on actual movies, so he's like a gaffer, and so he has a lot of connections. So he called up people, and that's how I met one of my really good friends, Cody. I met him through this whole zombie thing, and he just happened to be an amazing artist, and he did all the zombie makeup for me. Actually, when I was doing those, I think I had a couple different people that were doing makeup, and if you watch that video, there's the zombie that we throw the brick down, the cinder block on her head. That's my friend Shauna, and she also did some of the makeup art in my videos. So yeah, we had a lot of fun, and I met a lot of new people by doing it. So Yeah. You just put a Facebook post out, or you do like Craigslist or so. I don't think I did Craigslist, but I think my friend might have done that to get some more people in. And we literally had a lot of people. I think a total of maybe 30 people showed up all together, and it was amazing because I was like, wow, like I've never had this many people on a movie that I'm doing, and I'm the director. Like they're all coming to me, and I'm just like, yeah, now we're gonna do this, and now we're gonna do, and you know what? It all came together, and I'm so happy with how it came out. It worked great. Like if you think you can't do something, just do it, and you'll get through it. Because I was a little bit. I had my doubts, when I had that many people there. I'm like, oh wow, I got to direct all this. But it worked out. That would probably be one of my first time directing. And I did it a few times. I directed that many people because I did that same production. I did one at Strong Hearts Cafe. We did a really big one there. And then I did one at a local mall after hours. And I think I did another one. What else did I do? But yeah, those ones were exciting. They were exciting. And I think so. This one guy came all the way from Long Island. He got on the train at 5 a.m, and he rode all the way there. And he was in the video. He's a zombie on the roof, and then after it was all done, he got back on the train and went back home. Maybe we'll do that for one of the movie nights. Maybe we'll just watch some of the old videos, and I'll just kind of do commentary or something on them, if that would be something you guys would want to see. Because I feel like a lot of people that find my channel now that never knew about it have no idea some of the old videos that we did. I've got like hundreds of videos over the past over a decade worth of videos on both of my channels. So that would be fun to like go over some of the old ones again, because I don't do them like that anymore. And I was really happy with how they came out, more so than the videos I do now. I mean, I like some of the videos I do now, but those ones were really meant something to me. See, that's the problem. Trying to do every time I do a video, trying to get somebody in makeup and stuff, it's just not very practical. Trying to get people to do that, and yeah. Like literally my last video, I went to Trader Joe's. I got home. I pulled out my phone and I did a little video on the products that I bought there, and I did a little bit of commentary. Not very big production wise, but helpful to some people. Some people want to see that kind of thing, and it helps them, to go vegan, to stay vegan. So a little bit behind. Happy Healthy Life wants to know if I finished my movie. No, we're going to be working on the movie later on this year, probably early fall. Travis, if I tried to take a little, yeah, I mean, I'm sure I could get away with doing that at Trader Joe's. Or I could probably go to a different Trader Joe's where I have a friend that works at the second closest one to me, although I've never been to it, but he works there. You've probably seen him in the Green Planet grocery store, because that's where he used to work. And I've done several videos there. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, I can still do Aldi. I can still do Wegmans. I could do Target. I can do Walmart. I can do Tops. There's a lot of other places I can go. And I like to do it every now and then, because I like to show you guys like some of the new products. I like to see what new products are there. I just did I got another video coming for you eventually. I did one at Costco a couple years ago, and I never edited it. And I just went to Costco again for the second time. just a couple days ago, and I did a little update on what they had. So I might take the original video that I made back in like 2017, 2018. I don't even remember how long ago it was. And then the one I just did and kind of combine them together and put that out for you guys. I got some old footage that I've got a lot of footage on my computer, and some of it is stuff that's old where I just never did anything with it. I've got an old one of John in the kitchen cooking back in the vegan zombie days that I never edited. I got a couple of those actually. Never edited it. So if I ever really needed to, I could go ahead and edit it, give it a quick little edit, and throw it back up on YouTube. People would be like, "What? Who's this guy?" Get on that. You know what? I pulled the lawnmower out today, and I saw my BMXs, and they are all flat tired right now. So I'm like, you know what? Gotta put some air in them. Every time I ride them, I pop the back tire. I was like bunny hop and like hit the back of the curb, and boom, every time. What was the hardest dish to veganize? Rebalancer is going back to an old stream for Friends Not Protein asked, what was the hardest dish to veganize? The hardest dish for us to veganize was the omelet. And we did it. Me and John tried it probably like 5 or 6 times, and we failed. We couldn't get it. And then I went to bed later that night, and then it was probably like 1 or 2 in the morning, and I'm just laying there thinking about it. I'm like, I'm doing it. I got up, went downstairs, boom, I perfected it. I did it. And it took us, I don't know, it took us so many tries to try to get it right, but I got it. I noted down on a piece of paper all the specific things you have to do. I this is before I was on the camera, so I made John make it on camera, and I had him say, to the people, like, if you want this to come out right, you got to follow every little step that we make to a T. Otherwise, it won't, because we tried every little combination, but we finally got it. It came out. It's in our cookbook, the vegan omelet, and we called it the Zomblet, which is fun fact. I've been vegan so long that I've never had an omelet that wasn't vegan. Like, before I was vegan, I never had an omelet. I don't know what an omelet tastes like. What PSI do I run? You know what? To be honest, I don't remember. I have no clue. It's been that long since I was on it. I'd probably just put enough in to make sure that I'm not sinking to the ground, but also, the BMX was, I kind of just bought the BMX for just to enjoy, try to do some things on, but I know way more about skateboarding, and I'm more of an experienced skateboarder than I am BMX. But I used to be a BMXer when I was a kid before I started skating, and I gave it up for skateboarding because I wasn't too good at the BMX. And I grew up in the same town as Dave Mira, so I would see him riding his bike around, and I even hung out with him a few times. And I ended up skateboarding because I changed over when I saw Gleam in the Cube, and my brother was skateboarding, and I just started skateboarding. I got really good at skateboarding, so I'm like, all right, something I'm good at. I'm going to continue to skateboard. I'm not going to BMX anymore. But it's fun. It's fun, and I have a couple of them. I think I have, now I don't even remember. I think there's definitely 2 in the garage. There might be 3, but I think there's 2. I bought a second one, and they're all used, so they were all pretty cheap. I bought them because I didn't want to go alone. I'm like, well, I want a friend to go with me, so I bought a second one. I'm like, here, ride a BMX. Come on, let's ride around. And we did a few night bike through Syracuse, which was real fun. We bombed the hills up by Syracuse University. It's a really hilly area. We just went like flying down them at like 2 in the morning, no cars anywhere. It was fun. Yes to what Linda said. Thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if you like these videos. So far, I don't know. I probably can't see, but it says there's 0 thumbs up for me. The Zomblet. Do I invest in crypto? The only crypto that I have is Dogecoin. And I'll tell you that I got in on Dogecoin on kind of like a whim. It was last summer, and I saw a TikTok video where somebody's like, "Hey, if you buy this crypto called Doge, and it goes up to like even a couple cents, you're gonna make all of your money back. Just put $25 in. If you lose it, what's the loss? It's only $25." So I'm like, okay. So I went in, and it was at 0.003 cents. So, and then I felt a little bit like more risky. So I put $32 in. And then over the next couple months, I put another 200 in. So I've invested a total of $230 before it was even at a penny. So you guys can do the math there. So hopefully it goes. I mean, even though it took a dive since last week, I'm still way up from where I bought it from. So I'm looking at some other crypto too, but I'm in no way like an expert in it, and like I got to figure out how to buy it with like the crypto wallet and going through Ethereum and all that. So right now I was able to buy that through Robinhood. So I did used to use pegs on my bike, and that was a huge thing back in the 80s. All I wanted was pegs for my bike, and I got some pictures of me on the, doing, jumping around, trying to do a cherry picker and all that stuff. I got a couple pictures of me posing because I couldn't actually do it. But I could at least bounce on my back tire. I couldn't do the cherry picker. I wonder if I could do it now. I used to play Skate or Die, the video game. Yes, I did. Skate or Die. Do I get naked bars in the United States? I don't personally. They have them. Yeah, there's definitely naked bars in the United States. I don't really like them, so I don't get them. Yeah, the Shiba. Yeah, my dad sent me that article, and my friend was telling me to buy it the other day. I got to figure it out because I can't just go through Robinhood. So it's more. Are we? I'm seeing like the loading screen. Are you guys still able to hear me? Hopefully. Do I trade Forex? No, I don't really know too much about. I have a few stocks, but I don't really, I'm not like an expert or anything. I'm keeping my Doge in there because I'm hoping, I mean, if it goes, let's just say if it goes up to $100, which is, it's possible. If it goes up to $100, I'll be a millionaire. And then we'll see what happens from there. I don't know. Pepsi Man on PS1. No, never heard of that. On the PS1, my game that I used to play was Soul Reaver. Soul Reaver and, oh wait, what was the first? Blood Omen and then Soul Reaver. I love that game. Vampire game. Yeah, I don't know why it started buffering like that. Oh, you missed the one with me and John. Yeah, we basically just went over the beginning of the channel, the Vegan Zombie, and we went over. It was fun. We went over some old videos that we did, and we did like little commentary over it, talked about them and stuff like that. So yeah, it was fun. Definitely worth watching if you used to watch the old videos. What would I do if I had $1 million? Well, I think the first thing I would do is not worry about paying my bills. That would be number one. I did play Resident Evil. I don't remember which ones. I think part 1. It was scary to play in the dark, I remember. And Silent Hill. I used to play Legend of Zelda on Nintendo, the original Nintendo, when the original Legend of Zelda came out. And I have a picture with like a real film camera. When I solved it, I beat the game and I took a picture. And back then you would take a picture and you would send it in to Nintendo Magazine to enter the raffle or whatever, whatever it was. I still have some old Nintendo Magazine, Nintendo Power, and I sent it in. I have a picture of the Triforce. I beat Ganon, and I'm old. That was a long time ago. You know, I've always tried to do Halloween episodes. I have done a few Halloween episodes in the past, but I know I'm kind of lacking in, you know, the main time of year that I should be doing the videos. But let's hope we get one this year. And if not, I will be probably working on the movie, if not already wrapped up on it. So, yeah, it was a gold cassette, gold cartridge. Put it in there. Yeah, you're right, Rebalancer. You need more than $1 million to be like that. $1 million would I would probably invest it, so I would be smart with it. Maybe buy some more real estate or something. I'm actually thinking about selling this house so I can maybe buy another house, and it might be smart. I don't know. I do remember when cereal boxes had prizes in them. You get either stickers or decals, or you'd send something in for like a Star Wars figurine. Or I remember getting like an Air Supply poster in one of my cereal boxes. I don't remember, maybe Wheaties or Corn Flakes. I don't know. And I remember this is way back. This is like back in the 70s. I remember it. I got a good memory. I think it was Wonder Bread had like stickers in it at the end of the bag of bread. Yeah. Would I ever consider a vegan zombie meetup party? I don't know about that, because I think we tried to do one before when we were in California, and I think one person showed up, and that's kind of embarrassing. So I don't know if I would actually do a meetup, because I don't think anybody would show up. I have done Veg Fest. That's a different story. If I go to a Veg Fest and I have an event and I'm doing a cooking demo or something, usually a lot of people show up for those. That's a little bit different. So that's kind of a meetup. People can come up and meet you and everything and talk to you. But just a regular meetup, I think that's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Cereal boxes, well, they might still have prizes in them. What was my favorite cereal growing up? Well, I loved Cookie Crisp, and I also loved a cereal that they don't make anymore. There was Fruity Pebbles, there was Cocoa Pebbles. By the way, those were two of my favorites right there. But they also had Dino Pebbles at one point, and those were like a vanilla cereal that were just like Cocoa Pebbles, and I think they had marshmallows in it. Those were short-lived, and those were probably one of my favorites. Now, I will say that the Fruity Pebbles and the Cocoa Pebbles, when I was little, I know this for a fact. They changed their ingredient. They changed their formula, because all of a sudden, neither one of them tasted good anymore to me. They used to be really, really good, and then all of a sudden, they were different, and I didn't like them anymore. And then later on, because you got to remember, man, I'm old, so I remember cereals coming and going. And then later on, they came out with the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup cereal, and those became one of my favorites too. But, I just found, if you're talking about those old, like, the not good for you, like, tasty, like, cereals like that back in the day, Wegmans just came out with a brand new one that it's really good. And there was only $1.50. It says vegan right on the box, so I grabbed it to try it. It's peanut butter jelly cereal. And normally that would sound gross to me, but the berries taste just like the crunch berries from the Captain Crunch, and the other ones taste like peanut butter puffs, and they're so good. And they're only $1.50 right now. So if you have a Wegmans near you, go grab one of those. If you're, in the cereal, it is vegan, certified vegan, so you don't have to worry about that vitamin D having that duck feather in it or anything like that. other than that, lately I've, there's a Barbara cereal that I was eating, which is a lot like more healthier tasting. So I tried this one. It was more of like back when I was a kid kind of taste, and I was excited for that. Poured my Oatly in there, and yep. New and improved. I know. I do remember Mr. T cereal. It actually went through my head about a minute ago. Mr. T cereal. I still remember the theme song for it too. What else was it? There was a lot of different. Remember Ice Cream Jones, Ice Cream Jones, ice cream cone cereal. Oh, so many different. Space Invader cereal. I think there was Cubert cereal. So many different cereals. Yeah. What is a memory that stands out from when something first came out? I'm sure you remember. Um, wow, you're putting me on the spot. Something first came out. Are you thinking about something vegan or just like when I was a kid? I mean, probably the most memorable to me is when E.T. came out, because I mean, you guys already know all that, but yeah, when E.T. came out, yeah, there was a theme song for Mr. T cereal. Ghostbuster cereal. Um, Weirdest ET product. I don't know if it's really weird, but it's like, you guys remember the finger that you could put on? You could put on a finger, an ET finger like this, and when you press it, it would light up, and you'd be like, ouch. Probably. No, you were asking for a product that came out. I remember when Glob came out. Remember Glob? It was like that gooey slime, and you could buy it for 50 cents or a quarter in one of those gumball machines. I remember that. I remember when the toys Muscles came out. I remember they came in that clear, like, little garbage can, and they were these little, um, kind of like pale peach colored little muscle dudes, you know? Um, and I remember when a lot of movies came out. I saw Gremlins in the drive-through for the first time when it came out. I remember when Skittles came out around here in the United States, because I looked it up, and Skittles had been around for a lot longer than that. But when they first marketed to, at least where I lived around that area, I remember when they were a thing, and that was the beginning of me despising that candy. I will not eat Skittles. It makes me want to vomit. Your daughter just saw E.T. and she won't stop talking about it. She wants one, not a toy or doll, but the real E.T. Hey, that was me when I was a little kid. Your daughter is got good taste for E.T. Have I ever seen the movie Troll 2? I believe so. If not, then I saw Troll 1. I saw the one with Jennifer Aniston. It doesn't really stand out because it's been like so long ago, so I don't really remember too much about it. You've never felt the same again after eating past midnight. Yep. Oh, I do. I remember when Kentucky Fried Chicken Popcorn Chicken came out, and MC Hammer did the commercial, because that was the last meat that I ever ate. I remember that. The other thing is, if I were to do a meetup, like, how many people? Like, I'm pretty sure that most of you here don't live near near Syracuse, New York. You wanted Gizmo as a kid? Yeah, I have a Gizmo. I still have my original Gizmo doll. Do you guys know they used to make toys and stuff so much better back then than they do now? I have the original Voltron, the metal Voltron in the box. I've got a bunch of original Star Wars figures, G.I. Joe. I've got. Do you remember? Do you remember Visionaries? I still got a Visionary. I got Sindar in the package. What else? I got some Bionic 6. Bionic 6. I got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I got a lot of toys from when I was little. And I saved them all. I saved everything. Lot of Transformers. Lot of Transformers. AT. She probably... Does KFC have vegan chicken? Yeah, some of them do. I don't know if all of them do, but yes. I personally wouldn't go eat there and eat them, but I do believe they have them. People travel for concerts. That would be weird if like 3 people traveled to come to a meetup with me and I was like, hey guys, hi. Yeah, yep, I got the original Voltron. That's all I wanted for Christmas that one year. Evolving Man instead of Burning Man. I mean, if you look in the background, we got E.T., E.T., Gizmo, E.T., Creepshow. I'd love to go to the UK. Yeah, there's a lot of places I'd like to visit in the UK. I've never been there. The only place in Europe I've been is Germany. Sell my old toys and buy. I know. I know. I wonder how much I can. I got some old baseball cards too. Maybe they're worth a little bit of money. Strawberry shortcake. I remember strawberry shortcake. And I still remember what they smell like too. You remember Care Bears? And I remember seeing the Care Bear movie when it came out. Care Bear Stare. I don't know. Somebody Google that. See what year that came out. It was like 1980. What was it? 86 or 88, something like that. I think we went to see the Care Bears and then Chuck E. Cheese. Was Creepshow made by the same folks as Amazing Stories? No, actually, Creepshow was partly written by, so it was made by George Romero and Stephen King. Amazing Stories was a Spielberg thing. You didn't get notified that we were live? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what YouTube's problem is, especially when I do a live and they notify people that I'm live like later. But if you guys go subscribe to my Discord, which is completely free, just go join the Discord. I think it gives you a notification every time I go live, whether it's on this channel or the other channel. Can I get a verification? Did anybody get a notification that I was live on Discord? 1985 was Care Bear movie, so I was only 9. Yeah. But I had little brothers, and at that point, I only had a 1-year-old sister, so I don't think she went with us. Care Bear Stare. Care a lot. Gummy Bears. I remember I know the whole Gummy Bear song. 2 was 86. So, I don't know. It could have been either one. 85 or 86. It was still a long time ago. That would be cool. So anywhere I go, that's the good thing about doing what I do. Anywhere I go, I have content to make. Like I want to get out if I see new areas, whether it's like, an outdoorsy video showing like, just like a daily vlog, or looking at some of the stores in like the new area that I never go to. Like when I go to California, I go to Sprouts because there's no Sprouts anywhere. I go to Whole Foods because there's really no Whole Foods near where I live. I have to travel like 2 hours to go to Whole Foods around here. And yeah, so if I went to Britain, I'd go to all the different places. Oh, wow. Holy Star Dressed. Thanks, Ari, for that super chat. That's a huge super chat. I appreciate that. Thanks for the live. Like this live. Also, what's my favorite book? My favorite book. Well, I just started reading Dragonlance Chronicles again. I'm going to post a picture. Dragonlance it's a Dungeon and Dragon kind of book that I started reading it in the 80s. And I'm not a big reader. I've really not really read too many books, but this was one book that captured my attention. And I read the 3 main ones, and there's like so many more. And I just went to a bookstore last week, and I found like 21 books, and they were all between $2 and $3. I grabbed all of them, and I'm eventually going to read all of them. I just started reading the first one a few days ago. So, I didn't know how it would be after not reading it for all these years, but I started and I'm already captivated in it. So that would be one of them. I also really liked Stephen Hawking's Brief History of Time. I didn't think I was going to, just because I didn't think I would be able to understand it. But to my surprise, I did, and it made perfect sense to me. And I like to know how things work scientifically. And it was a very interesting book, A Brief History of Time. And of course, I got that memorable book over here, Cosmos by Carl Sagan. And have you guys ever heard the book Cook and Survive by The Vegan Zombie? That's another good one. The Halloween Tree. No. I did used to play Dungeons and Dragons. I miss it. I have all my old Dungeons and Dragons stuff right over in a drawer over there. The Ray Bradbury Halloween Tree. I do like Ray Bradbury. He did one about like a carnival at nighttime that passed and then disappeared. And then he did, I think he's the one that did, correct me if I'm wrong, but there was one that I really, really liked. I think it's Ray Bradbury, but I'm not sure. I read it in middle school, and it was about this archaeologist that unearthed a tomb in a pyramid a long time, like in the 20s or 30s. And they told him not to. It would release a curse, and he didn't care. He did it anyway. And then after that, he had this mummy that would chase him, like obviously not fast, like very slow. It would chase him, and no matter where he went, he couldn't kill it, he couldn't do anything, so he was always on the run. And if he like got away, like it might catch up to him a couple days later. And if he got in a plane or got on a boat and flew to another country, it might be months or years later, but it would always catch up to him. And I won't tell you what happens at the end, but if you guys know what the name of that is, let me know. And if you know who the writer was, let me know. I think it was Ray Bradbury, but I don't know. The Half-Blood Prince. Yeah, we're a little bit behind, it looks like. A little bit of a lag here. A bit of a lag. So I'm going to see your questions like come up. Was it H.P. Lovecraft, not Ray Bradbury? Something wicked this way it comes. Yeah. Yeah, very similar to It Follows. Very similar. Yeah, It Follows was I think that was a well done horror movie that's modern day. So if you haven't seen It Follows, I would definitely recommend. The guy was chased by a singing. Hey, they could have, a lot of things that you think are original really aren't if you go back far enough. Dandelion wine is good. That's your favorite Ray Bradbury. I didn't read that one. The movie Alone, is that the one? Is it #Alone? Is that the one where they're in the apartment complex and there's zombies everywhere, and they use their water to water a snake plant? Yes, I saw that. It was pretty good. You don't water a snake plant. They can go without water for a very long time. So when they did that in the movie, it really bugged me. I'm like, what are you doing? Let Me In. Let the Right One In. Those are both good. That's an example of both movies being good. The original and the remake. Yeah, there is. It's called Barnivore. It's an app. It's called Barnivore, and it will let you see all the vegan wines and beer and everything. Barnivore. The Mummies of Guanajuato, is that what I was just explaining? Is that the name of it? I'm just going to do the good old Googster. Ooh, yeah, I think you're right. I think you got it. I'm going to have to check that out. And there's a movie, 1972. Ooh, I'm excited. I want to check that out later. Maybe we could watch that movie on movie night. Yep, Fahrenheit 451. That's probably one of the most famous ones. Have I had anyone try to rip off your channel? Yeah, a few. I've also had somebody write a vegan zombie cookbook that I had to have legal action. They didn't want to take it down because they worked on it for a month of hard work. And I'm like, okay, well, I've been working on this for freaking 6 years. This was a while ago. Oh, Julie, that's what yeah, #alive. I was thinking Alone. So maybe I got those mixed up. I think the snake plant one was the Alive. So maybe I don't know if I did see Alone. Alone movie. Because I can't just do Alone. I'm going to get all kinds of... Okay, Alone. Let me see. Did I see this? I can't really tell by just looking at the... I think I either saw this preview or I saw the movie, but yeah, it does look familiar. I probably just saw the preview though. We're going to do movie night tomorrow night at around 7. I actually was thinking maybe tonight, but I think that's too short of a notice. The Green Room. I heard it was creepy. I didn't see it. Oh, my cookbook. I got boom, right there. Those are the last of them. They're right there. It's crazy how much they're selling them for on Amazon. No, but once the movie's done, I'm gonna start working on making sequels to the cookbook. Well, then you can watch movie night. We're gonna do an 80s movie. Does my cookbook taste like paper? It tastes a little bit like paper and zombie blood. Sorry, but I had to get them to you guys through a horde of zombies, so. Wait, Disney's doing a Marvel movies mostly with what? So where do you see that? On the Disney Plus channel or somewhere else? More day in the life of vlogs. Actually, without even really trying to do one, I filmed one the other day. So when that gets edited, that'll maybe be my next video. I'm not sure. I might do a video before that, but yeah. How do you do movie night? You got to be either a $5 or higher patron for my Patreon, or you got to be a subscriber on my Twitch channel. And if you have Amazon Prime, you have a free subscription, so you can basically do it for free. If you have Amazon Prime and you're not already subscribed to somebody else on Twitch, you get a free monthly subscription to one channel. So if you're not using it, you might as well go over and support the channel on Twitch, and then that'll allow you to get into movie night. So when we do movie night, we're in my Discord channel. It's for subscribers only, and I share my screen. I put on the movie, I share the screen, and I talk like this. I mean, I try not to talk through the whole movie because I want to watch the movie, but I will do a little bit of commentary. Otherwise, you guys could just go watch the movie on your own. So I got to do a little bit of talking. And yeah, we talk about the movie. We all hang out in a little chat room. What movies have we watched so far? We watched The Little Things. We watched... What else did we watch? Somebody help me. What we've only watched a few movies so far. Ooh, Beastmaster is a good movie. Yeah, we'll have to watch that one again. Shaun of the Dead was the first movie we watched, yeah. I wanted to do a zombie theme, but I didn't want people to be afraid, so Shaun of the Dead is not a scary movie. It's a comedy, so we watched Shaun of the Dead. And we watched another movie too, what? Seaspiracy. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Rebalancer just put my Twitch channel in. And you can find my Twitch channel below all my videos. I link it there. It's basically the vegan zombie without an E at the end. Because somebody took my E. You saw The Little Things back in Gen. Yeah, it did. It had a little bit of a twist to it. Yeah, it was pretty good. The acting was good. Well, we had more to talk about tonight than I thought. Oh, that's right. The mom. What was that? The mom with the... I always forget. I always forget what movies I watch, but I can remember everything else. You're watching The Little Things again. What were you not paying attention the first time? What was that? What was Run? That was the movie. The name was Run. Was it? Oh yeah, it was. It was Run. Yeah, when you get in Twitch or whatever you're gonna go to, you can link your account, and then you'll get all the perks. And there's like a little room there for movie night. And there's no set schedule right now for movie night. I try to do it at least once every week or two, but I try not to go too long without a movie. Hello, Mel. How's it going? Welcome to the chat. Yeah. Well, figuratively, she had to run. Yeah, there's a lot of people in Discord that can help you out too. You might want to refresh it and put live chat on, because that'll show everything. Do I still print my own t-shirts? I do have my own t-shirts that I still print, but those are only some of them. The big colorful ones that you see below my videos, those I do not print those. I only do the zombie crew, the vegan zombie, the Ouija, and the go vegan. So, and I do want to get another design out there. That that wasn't one of the first lives I did, but that was a long time ago. Yeah, I was in the garage printing shirts, and I was up like all night doing it. I think I had a veg fest the next day, so. And I don't think I had very good reception out there, so it wasn't the best live. But as you can see, like I've tried to make my lives a lot better. I got a better microphone, so it sounds good. Hopefully, the background is a little bit better with the lights and stuff. I think we got both the color lights over there. The name of the plant in the Little Shop of Horrors, I don't know. I didn't really watch Little Shop of Horrors. I think because they did a music. I hated musical. I still hate musicals. I think one of the only movies that I watched that was a musical, but I hated the music, was Pete's Dragon, because I liked the dragon when I was little. It's a razzle dazzle day. I still sing that sometimes. Audrey 2 is the plant. There you go. There's always somebody that knows the answer. I don't know if there's anywhere having Veg Fest this year. I would hope so. It's been way too long since I've been to a Veg Fest or even an expo. I was actually just talking to my friend today about missing, like, we've already missed 3 expos since it happened. And that's a lot of what I used to do with my content. So that's huge. Yeah, I'm just not a musical. Like when you're watching a movie and then they just break out into song, it's like, no, this wouldn't happen in real life. This is not real. I like to see the real movies, like, like E.T. and Creepshow. Those are real. That really happened. Or else it wouldn't be on video. Yeah, I didn't like the music. I like. Well, Puff the Magic Dragon was different because Puff the Magic Dragon was a song, and it was my favorite song when I was a little kid. And I still remember every lyric to that song. And no, it didn't to me it wasn't about smoking the it was about a dragon that lived forever, but not so little boys. And then it got sad. Dancer in the Dark. You mean like even if we're just dancing, like Bruce Springsteen, the boss? The New York State Fair. They are doing the New York State Fair, but they're like limiting. I don't know if they're gonna do indoor stuff, which I don't know. Like the food vendors, there's a lot of food. Oops, there's a lot of food vendors that are inside. So how is that gonna work? Because a lot of them aren't going to be able to keep up outdoor doing it outdoors because all their cooking equipment is indoors. I know that because of Strong Hearts. Bjork's movie. I was gonna say Grease. I think it was Grease 2. I watched that with my best friend when I was a little kid. The one where I don't know Grease, but I just remember some of the songs, like the one where they were like, we'll do it for the country, the red, white, and that song. And the other one where like they're like, who's that guy? That's all I remember. And I thought it was cool because he was riding the motorcycle, and I loved motorcycles. And I never bought one though. When music starts in movies, your husband says, "Oh my God, they're singing," and hits fast forward. That would be me. I was like, I don't need to hear a song. You hated that song as a kid, stupid. What song? Puff the Magic Dragon was such a good song, though. Peter, Paul, and Mary. And on the record, the song right after that was Leaving on a Jet Plane, which I hated when I was little. And now I look back on it like a nostalgic way, and I love that song. All my bags are packed, I'm ready to go. Should they redo that song like a punk rock? They probably already did. Probably Me First and the Gimme Gimmes or something. You're the one that I want. No. Grease 2 was horrible. See, I wouldn't really know. You're a little bit older there, so you would probably... I was pretty young when it was on. You know what? You know what movie I liked, which I was surprised because I was... Whatever year it came out, I was little. But you never hear about it. And it was one of my favorites growing up as a little kid, called Savannah Smiles. If you haven't seen that, I mean, it's watching it now. It's a whole different. You got to watch it from like the time that it was made. But yeah, it would hit different today than it did back then. But yeah, it was a good wholesome movie, and I remember the lions in it and stuff. Not the lions, but the lions. The you know. Yeah, it is on Armageddon when Ben Affleck goes out to get that meteor. Right, Ben Affleck? You don't like Puff the Magic Dragon? Wow. Wow. Oh, you watched Savannah Smiles? How did you like it? Wasn't it a good movie? Yeah. The very last line. I hope nobody ever tells her we were the bad guys. And then he looks at him and says, "It won't make no difference. It won't make no difference." It's one of those ones where you have to say it twice. It won't make no difference. It won't make no difference. And he was right. It wouldn't. Phantom Toll Booth. No. Nope. If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning. Want to just make this a Peter, Paul, and Mary like live stream? Plants and push-ups. I did 100 push-ups last night. I got to do my push-ups for the day today. Chavez. You guys remember Young Guns? You need to see that movie. Which movie? Trini. Do I have a workout routine? Right now, just pull-ups, push-ups, and I got some dumbbells. But now that it's getting a little bit warmer out, I'm probably going to go for some more runs and stuff. But other than that, no. I have a pull-up bar where I've already done... You were asking me before, like I used to do pull-ups for quantity, and now I do nice, slow, really good pull-ups, I guess you want to say. I do different kinds, and I'll usually do 10 or 12 and then stop and then go back and do 10 or 12 more. But back in the day, I used to do them until I could do like 20, 30 in a row, 40 in a row. And, you know, I was telling you my all-time record was 43 in a row, which was a lot. And I think I was doing that because every time we'd go to Expo, they had a pull-up bar and they would see like who could do the most. And I wanted to win. And I did. I won. 43 pull-ups is a lot of pull-ups. I can't do 43 right now. You were a big fan of Enya? Yeah, so was I. And also Enigma. Even more so Enigma. And I liked Enya before 2001 because that's when they got big. They got big, unfortunately, on 9/11. Yeah, push-ups and pull-ups they're great. It's a great calisthenic. You don't need to go to a gym. You literally drop down on the floor and do some push-ups. Anybody can do them, and there's several different kinds of push-ups you can do. And you just do them. I do them every day, instead of like, I'm going to work out for 4 days and take 3 hours. No, do them every day. And I do different ones too. Like the pull-ups I'll do, like I did wide grip today. Sometimes I do close grip. And then there's the one for, pulling my hands out like that and doing those. And then there's chin-ups where you can do chin-ups. So I'll kind of like go through that routine each day, a different one. And they work out a little bit different each one. Phantom Toll, I've never heard of it. Shepherd Moons, Storms in Africa. Yeah, Enya's good. But Enigma, that's what I used to do my ninja training to Enigma. Take me back to the rivers of belief. Celine Dion. You are a mutated freak. No. Do you have any superpowers? Oh my God, I have the Pure Mood CD too. I still have it too. And there was 2 songs in there that I really, really liked. What were they? Yeah, I have that, the Pure Moods. I think it was like a wedding song. Or no, it wasn't a wedding song, but I think that was the title of it. I always like the sad ones. All right, Ari, have a great night, and thanks again for that super chat. That was very kind of you. Do I like the burger replicas like Beyond and Impossible? Do I personally like them? Not really. I'm glad that they exist, but I don't really go out and buy them. And sometimes I'll eat one if I'm at a barbecue and they have them there, something like that. But no. In fact, I've never actually had the Impossible, other than that blunder from the video that I did a couple years ago at the expo. That was the only time I ever tasted it. Oh, you can't do pull-ups because you broke your elbow. That sucks. Oh, we got another super chat here from LN. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. I just made dinner for my mom the other night over at her house, and she had some Beyond sausage and stuff, and I just kind of cooked it up with some veggies and stuff. Like had like a meat crumble veggies and stuff like that. I made some of those potatoes that I made in the video I did with the Gordon Ramsay dinner, and they loved it. My dad even had some of the taters. You like my taters? That's from Savannah Smiles. Yeah, having a veggie burger with actually I just bought some from Costco, and they're not like the meaty kind. They're more like they got pieces of carrots in them and stuff. So yeah, field roast is pretty good. I still really like the Gimme Lean by Light Life. That's one of my favorite vegan sausages. And just recently the Jack and Annie's, the jackfruit one, which by the way does not even taste like jackfruit, so super good. Yeah, The Cure is my favorite band. If you didn't already, check out the video I just did. It was their Disintegration 32-year anniversary last week. A joke or a riddle? I'm not good with the jokes or riddles. I don't have anything queued up. Sorry. Well, maybe we'll play murder trivia on my Twitch stream. I don't want to do it here right now. Jackfruit is hard to. You can usually find jackfruit at like an Asian market. Dr. Greger talked about cultured flesh. Well, that's a good thing then. If it's healthier than normal flesh, then maybe there can be a market to not, you know, have these factory farms. Hardcore Henry, I don't even know who that is. Duck waddles into a bar, orders a drink, says, "Put that on my bill." I like it. What's wrong with a seventh grade teacher? What? French fried taters. Julie's got to go. You have a class in a few minutes. Well, have fun at class. Thank you for joining us tonight. All right. Well, how long have we been on? We've been on for over an hour. Maybe this is a good place to stop the stream. Plain Song is my favorite song. Plain Song, yes. All right, well, that was a good stream. We're going to do movie nights for those of you that are going to go watch movie night. I didn't see Ant-Man, no. Should I? That's one. I mean, I have Disney Plus. I could see it. I could watch it. But I'm in the middle of watching two different shows. I'm watching the what is it called? The The Falcon and Winter Soldier, and Them. I'm watching both of them right now. They're both pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna do movie night around 7 Eastern Standard Time. Saw Spiral? I don't know what that is. Where am I located? Central New York. Yeah, them is really good. From what I've seen. It's not super scary, but they definitely have some scary parts in it. Saw Spiral is a new Saw movie. Yeah, I'm not caught up on the Saw movies. Mm-mm-mm. All right, that looks like a good place to stop. Well, thanks for joining tonight on the live. We'll do it again next week, and movie night tomorrow. Got a few videos that are in the editing process, so when I get around to those, be on the lookout. Go check out my Instagram stories for the new pictures I was talking about earlier if you guys are interested. And I don't know. Yeah, the ET posters. I love them. I love them. We got an ET record up there too, right there. ET record. And a bunch of ET, a lot of ET things. We will be watching ET movie night next month because next month marks, what is it, 39 years? Or no, what is it? Is it more than that? It came out in 1982, so that would be 39 years. I wish it was 40, but it's, well, I don't want to rush how old I am. So 39 years, June, came out June 11th. So we'll do it, movie night ET. My favorite movie, we're going to be watching it next month. So if you guys want to find out all my favorite parts of the movie, come join us. I also have a podcast to edit and post on my channel about ET that I did over a year ago. Maybe it was 2 years ago. Wow. So, not my fault though. So, all right. All right, guys. Nice having you guys on here, and I'll see you guys later.